Good afternoon, guys, and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I am sitting over here with the little guy right now. Hi, little friend. What are you doing? He just looked like so guilty, like he had something to hide right now. Like he doesn't really know what's going on. Like, look, I'm gonna come sit next to you. Hi. 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 What is it? You see yourself in the camera? Oh, hi. You're going to try and give me a kiss? Oh, thank you. Anyways, guys. I actually woke up kind of late today. Not super late, but I did end up waking up a little later today, about 10 o'clock. I think I actually woke up earlier than yesterday, and I don't know what it was, guys, but I just felt like I could not get going. And so, like, I felt like, oh, look at that. He really wants to go and have me pet him. Hi, little friend. Do you want to have a kiss? Will you give me a kiss? Oh, thank you. He normally doesn't like to give kisses. He's a weird dog. The other two dogs that I've had, well, I guess not Bliss. She'll give you a kiss if you ask for it, but she doesn't always go out of her way to, like, want to, like, you know, lick people. Bravo and Ike love licking people, like, to no end. Charlie, you have to really, like, get, like, you know, really earn getting a kiss from him. So, yeah, I must have earned that, huh? Anyways, guys, so yeah, I felt like I could not get going for, like, the life of me today. My morning routine was all screwed up too because I ended up making myself an avocado toast. So my normal 20 minutes in the morning where I spend, you know, having my hash browns cook in the oven ended up not being that way. I was telling you guys yesterday, I was like, I have such a good morning routine. I normally do the dishes, and then, you know, and I'll do the dishes and laundry, you know, by the time my hash brown's done normally, then I'm ready to go. And I ended up switching it up, made avocado toast for today, which again, shouldn't have taken me more than like 20 minutes to still get my stuff done. I think because I had to wash that pan from that French toast, like the baking dish from that French toast bake that I did last night, and I forgot to spray the pan, so it was a little bit of a pain to have to try and clean off. Because of that, it ended up taking me a little bit longer today to wash that dish that I needed to, and then load up the dishwasher and unload the dishwasher and everything. So the dishwasher's going right now. I did wind up getting to laundry, but later in the afternoon, actually. I just got it done like in the last half an hour, really. And so again, my whole morning routine was thrown off. I felt like I was like, I haven't hardly gotten to anything yet today. Ended up uploading, I edited too, and then I was like, I also have to go and clean the living or in the kitchen today too. And so I don't know, it just felt like I could not, like, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, it's already like 1 o'clock. But actually too, I finished cleaning the kitchen by about 1 or 2 o'clock or something like that, and I had finished pretty much everything else. But I don't know, I just felt like today, like, I couldn't get going. And then when I actually finally did, like, I don't know, I got everything done on my planner actually for today, but I wanted to try and edit 3 vlogs because I edited 3 yesterday, and I normally upload 2 a day. So right now, because I'm a little behind still, I think I'm just barely a month behind right now, and so I've been trying to catch up a little bit by uploading 2 vlogs a day. And so normally I'll have 2 scheduled to publish a day as well. So since I did 3 yesterday, I was like, if I can get to 3 today, then I'll have 6 done in the last 2 days, you know, so I'm kind of like a day ahead. And normally I don't do any over the weekends just because, again, I've got projects and all kinds of other stuff that's going on and stuff like that over the weekends. So I normally don't have a lot of time to get to that. So I was like, if I can get one scheduled out for Saturday, like, you know, I'll kind of be ahead and everything. So anyways, he is still wanting more and more pets. I don't know what this is though too. He's normally not like this snuggly. But yeah, so anyways, that's what I was hoping to get to. But I made my grocery list for today. I ended up, like I said, edited, uploaded, did dishes, did laundry. I cleaned the living room, or the kitchen, and I did get to a little bit of work on my my paper that I have to write again for this week as well. Hi, bud. Anyways, let's see if he's still gonna try and get more pets out of me. He's like, oh, her arm's in the way, I can't. Oh no, he's trying. Okay, buddy. Anyways, so yeah, I got to a little bit, not as much as I'd like to have gotten done today, but again, still was able to get to some. I don't know why are you acting like this? Normally you don't really ask for this many pets from me. You have a little bit of eye boogers. We got to clean those out of your face. There, can you see better? Can you see yourself in the camera? Is that Chuggy Dog? He's so confused right now. He's like, I'm sitting right in front of you. But anyways, guys, so I made my grocery list, and I was thinking about too, I brought this up to my mom a couple times recently, about doing like well, I guess not really long-term food storage, but sort of just more bulk food storage, right? Because we buy, like, you know, sometimes a couple of things of flour or sugar or something like that, especially during baking season. And there have been a couple times where it is either, you know, stuff has gotten spilled on it or stuff has gotten in it or something like that. And we've had to wind up throwing away, you know, a perfectly good thing of, you know, or what would have been a perfectly good thing of flour or sugar or something like that, because, you know, something ended up happening to it. And so I was like talking to my mom about it, and I was like, I don't know how to best go about doing it. And I'm not necessarily looking for a like long-term food storage solution, but getting like a 5-gallon bucket and storing flour in there, you know, for, again, sort of long-term, I guess. But, like, you know, like I said, we'll buy in bulk. And if we buy, you know, a few things of flour over, you know, winter when baking season happens, you know, and from the grocery stores and stuff like that, again, I've sometimes, you know, they'll be like 99 cents or sometimes cheaper. And so, again, I'll buy a couple of those, and, you know, again, our pantry, first off, fills up super fast if we've got big things of, you know, flour and stuff like that, or sugar or whatever, you know, and several of them. And so, again, our pantry fills up quickly. And now that we have the second pantry, you know, that we put in and everything like that, it's a little bit better. But I was just trying to figure out and think about how to do that too, and, you know, again, keeping it, you know, somewhat airtight as well, so that, again, it doesn't, you know, have, you know, moisture and stuff like that can obviously contribute to it, you know, going bad faster and stuff like that. But you know, again, just keeping everything out of it. And so, you know, I was talking to my mom about it. So I was looking up some of that stuff as well, and I actually found all of the stuff that we're gonna need actually through Menards, and we have to place a Menards order because I told you guys too, my dad cut the butcher block for that countertop wrong last week, so we are reordering that this week, and so we're gonna do that tomorrow. So what I'm actually gonna get is just, I think it'll be $11 per container with the lid. We're gonna use the Gamma Seal lids, which are like twist on lids pretty much, so that, and the one thing that I've seen that's pretty good about that is that it's the best for easy access storage. If you are looking to basically bulk buy or like store food, instead of using the Mylar bags that you have to seal with, like, you know, whatever type of lid that you're using. So again, wanting to actually, you know, need a cup of flour here or there or something like that, even too if we did get like some other type of smaller storage just for in the pantry, you know, like an airtight, you know, one that could hold like 4 pounds or something like that, one of those smaller ones, you know, and keep in the pantry, and then keep a large, you know, storage in the laundry room or something like that. And we can, you know, like I said, you know, then just refill that when we need to. I still find that it's kind of a waste to, again, have to, you know, unseal and reseal the whole thing back up again. And in all honesty, I probably would find myself not wanting to do that ever. Like, I'd just be like, oh, we're out of flour, let's just go buy another thing, instead of having to, you know, open the whole thing back up again and then resealing it all over again. I would probably be pretty lazy that I wouldn't want to do it. But again, I want to be able to buy some of that, again, bulk stuff, and just store in, you know, like I said, bulk storage sort of. So again, that was what I was looking into. So I think we're gonna get, they have 5-gallon food grade safe storage buckets from Menards, along with the Gamma Seal lids, which those are more expensive. Those are, I think, $7, and the buckets are only, I think, like $3 or $4, I think, or something like that. So I think in total they were going to be $11 like per whole unit, sort of, with the bucket and with the what's that called, the lid as well. And we could also get some of those like oxygen absorber packs as well. I forget what they're called, but my biggest thing is that I don't want to use the Mylar or the other type of lids, just because, again, I would totally find myself not wanting to have to seal the whole thing back up again. And so, you know, and for using it for like long-term storage isn't necessarily what I want to do. You know, a nice 5-gallon bucket of flour, you know, extra. But again, I think that it'd be easier to have it as just using it as extra stuff, I guess, if that makes sense. And if at some point I'm like, wow, we actually have a ton more, then maybe look into actually doing more secure long-term storage, if that makes sense, because I haven't been able to find anything that I've been really satisfied with as far as like, especially flour and sugar storage. That's the two big things. And on top of that too, also rice. We normally just do instant rice because, again, I don't have anywhere to store a huge big thing of regular rice. And when we do, we normally get like small, like a 1 pound little thing of, you know, like regular rice, not instant rice, and so that we actually have room to store it. And you guys have seen too all of my ball canning jars that I use for pasta storage and our spices and seasonings and stuff like that. He's so cute right now. He's my little buddy today. He's vlogging with me. Anyways, so yeah, I've been, like I said, kind of looking into that recently, but I think we're gonna order it tomorrow and, again, figure out how this stuff is looking and everything like that. But yeah, he's so cute, guys. You keep making me forget what I'm saying next. Yeah, so like I said, been looking into that, and I think that that's going to make the most sense, especially considering too that you know, the baking season's coming up, because there have been so many times like over the last couple of years where I was like, oh, that's, you know, like, oh, that's a really good price on flour. I'm like, but we already have 3 in the pantry and definitely no more room to store any of them. I was like, you know, or we have 2 things of sugar or something like that. We don't have any more room of, you know, for sugar to store it or something like that. So again, those are the 2 biggest things probably. But as far as as far as, you know, like I said, other things too, like we don't get, again, you know, like dried beans or dried rice. My mom used to do a lot of that, but again, we just kind of turned to convenience doing canned stuff, which again is okay storage wise, I guess. You know, it can store for a while, canned stuff, but you know, there's just more convenience, I think, in using that instead of, you know, actually getting that stuff and making it and using it. I will use like fresh, or not fresh, I guess, dried lentils, and you know, especially when I do my lentil curry, like freezer dinners that I make, that butternut squash lentil curry stuff. And so again, that's probably, like, I don't buy that. Actually, I do think I have like a 2-pound bag maybe of it or something like that, but again, nothing huge like that. But again, maybe for long-term storage, look into buying some of that stuff, because sometimes at Valley Produce and Caputo's, they sell it in like those big huge sacks of, you know, different types of dried, you know, dried beans and stuff like that, or rice or whatever. And I've always been like, wow, that's probably a really good price per pound, but we have nowhere to put it. And so it's funny too, my mom said that she used to have this this comic strip, something like, you know, that she had like in the pantry back when they lived at like their first house, and it was like something about like not being able to buy in bulk or something like that when you live in a small house because you have nowhere to store it. And so again, if we put that kind of stuff in like safe, you know, containers and stuff like that, we don't have to leave it in the pantry. We can put it in a different part of the house where, you know, it might not be as, you know, I guess conventional, like, you know, if we left it in the kitchen. And so we can again store it like in the laundry room, because we do have a shelving unit in the laundry room, so we can probably store it on there, or find a different spot too in the laundry room, because our laundry room kind of has a good amount of storage, not a whole ton, but you know, I guess it's sort of okay. You know, or again, finding some other type of storage solution space that we can use for putting some of that stuff in there. We don't have a basement other than the crawl space, where we do leave a lot of our personal care stuff is all in the crawl space, like our shampoos and stuff like that, all that extra stuff I got from couponing, that we still have years later. Like, I haven't really done a whole ton of like personal care shopping, couponing and stuff like that, but we still have a ton of that stuff in the crawl space. So again, that kind of stuff. Some cleaning products, not a whole ton, but that kind of stuff. And like I said, yeah, personal care stuff like shampoos, conditioners, body washes, razors, toothbrushes, floss, that kind of stuff. And so yeah, like I said, a lot of that stuff we still have in the crawl space, but I don't know still how comfortable I would feel storing food in the crawl space. You know, just, I don't know. Even if it was completely like sealed and everything like that, I still I don't know. I don't know if I would feel comfortable storing it in there or not. But again, I feel like the laundry room, we keep food in there anyway, in the pantry shelves in there. So for me, that's not as big of a deal storing in the laundry room. So again, yeah guys, that's what I've been looking into lately. I guess my friend has decided he's gonna take a nap now. So yeah, like I said guys, so that was my little research. I finished watching the Cubs game and then I came in here. I was like, okay, I'll probably get to bed, but I was like, it's only 10 o'clock. I was like, I don't want to go to bed super early. And I was like, oh, I can probably look this up. So I was trying to do all my research and be really good about, you know, looking up a couple different blogs to read about, a couple different, what's it called, YouTube videos to watch, a couple different you know, again, different types of how to do it, you know, looking through Amazon, and you know, again, a couple different websites to see what they have available, best price as well, because I didn't want to spend a huge arm and a leg for it. And so again, I think that this is pretty somewhat affordable. I think that it's, again, $11 per 5-gallon bucket with the lid is what I'm figuring it. The lids and the buckets are sold separately, but again, that's pretty much comes to unit price would be about $11. So I think we're going to start off with 4, probably do flour and sugar, and then 2. The reason I was actually looking into it though is Valley Produce had a deal on like quick oats and rolled oats, and so I was like, oh, I kind of want to, like, you know, maybe get a, you know, like store some of that stuff in there. They weren't the huge big things or anything like that. They're probably like the small little ones, but I was thinking like, that's probably gonna eat up some storage space in the pantry. I was like, maybe we can start looking into this, since we'd already, again, brought it up recently to my mom. Or I had brought it up to her recently about doing it, and so she was like super into the idea of doing it, you know. And again, just like, I remember too, like when I was little, they had like a big thing of rice, like I said. I remember too, because it spilled all over the floor. That's how it ended up happening. But you know, like my parents used to kind of do some of that, like storage and stuff like that, and buying in bulk, try to do their best to do some of the storage. But I think that, again, that was when I was little. So now that the internet's maybe a little bit more, a lot of people have a lot more information out there that you can do to, you know, learn about storage and all that kind of stuff too. So yeah, dipping my toes a little bit into this. But anyways guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. I will maybe update you guys once those come to, and share with you guys sort of what we're thinking about. But my biggest thing, like I said, was because baking season is sort of coming up. I mean, it's at the end of July right now, but normally sometimes by October is when they start putting flour and sugar and all that kind of stuff on sale, just because that's kind of when people are starting to look towards baking season. And normally sales and circulars and stuff like that always are a month or 2 ahead of when, you know, like actual baking season, which is kind of November, like for Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff like that, really start to take place. And so again, that's why, you know, normally October is when I can start looking for some of those deals and stuff like that, and start to see those. Probably more October or November, but possibly in October as well. So again, kind of got my brain going a little bit. Still a couple months out, but I was thinking about that. So anyways guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon, Jenny Faces, tomorrow. So bye guys.